Like, why didn't they make Cyberpunk multiplayer? That would have been fun. Like a online.
Nah, they messed up on an opportunity right there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
But stray aside from that, we're at 42 minutes on this. Let's go into this greatest characters of all time.
So
this is going to be a little gaming segment.
Yeah, we have this for you guys. Greatest characters of all time, and 31 rounds. So let's get it.
Oh, they're starting us off.
Hey,
rough.
Yeah, rough. That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
All right.
Okay, so we have Red Hood versus Leonardo. Who's the best character out of these two?
Are we talking about fighting or just in general?
No, we're talking about like character wise,
like or character development.
Character development. Like what they stand for. Hear
me out on this. You know? I'm fine with the other one, but hear me out on this. So I don't know if you heard about what happened to Jason Todd's comic book character and why he was killed off. The comic book fans originally were
like, oh no, like we don't want him.
Yeah,
like we won Nightwing back or whatever. Blah blah blah. Kill him off, and then they kill him off. They're like, oh, like we want him back. Yeah. Like y'all didn't have to do that. Blah blah blah. And then he
brought him back, and it was a gas, but it was a gas way of doing it, and they did it perfectly. And I think his character development's really good. But I'm also fine with Leonardo because Leonardo's character development is really good.
Personally, I would go with Red Hood.
Me too.
Sadly. Yeah. Only because Leonardo, you do have a great, backstory and the stuff that you do for your brothers and all that. That's fine. That's great. But
he wouldn't fundamentally be where he's at without his brothers and Master Splinter.
Not even that, is that he doesn't have the best character development out of all of them.
No, I'd say Raphael has the best character development out of all of them. Michelangelo
I was gonna say you can either go Raph or Mikey. Yeah. And those two have
Donatello's kind of just a background supporter.
Yeah, he's kind of like a background supporter, and that's my favorite Ninja Turtle. Yeah. So don't get on me.
I'm not talking mess on him. I like Donatello too. I love that his weapon is so simple that he's able to just kick people's ass while they all have.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to go Red Hood on that. This is easy. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. So the next one
I personally like Peter Griffin more.
Naruto versus Peter Griffin. The thing is that Peter Griffin don't learn shit. Okay,
he had no character. He just
don't got character development. Yeah, he just don't got character development.
Yeah,
so
go ahead and
that's easy. We're not even gonna get into that.
Iron Man
or Sonic?
Iron Man has a better character.
I would say Iron Man. Sonic, I'm sorry. Yeah. My dog. You my dog. You know that. Don't get mad. Hey, I see that face you making. I see that face you making.
Ready to shove that boot up your ass.
But hey, I'm trying to tell you, Iron Man got it in the bag, bro. Like he's been through hella everything, honestly.
He about to use you as a shoe right now.
Yeah. So we're gonna go. Man. Sonic versus Iron Man. We're gonna go with Iron Man on this one.
Darkseid or Wonder Woman.
Darkseid or Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman because she has more character development.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is kind of up to you. I would say personally Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
but
Darkseid's gas though. He has character development, but it's not like.
But it's not as big as Wonder Woman, right?
You don't get a lot of time spent with him.
For sure. Okay, Wonder Woman. We're going with that one. Goku versus Michelangelo.
Goku.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to go with Michelangelo.
I'm going Goku. And you know this to be true that he's had more character development than he has.
No, it's not. That's why. The reason why I say that is because in fighting, yes, he has. If you want to say that. As in like what I mean by that is like battle IQ, this, that, whatever. But he's still a dumbass to this day.
Who? Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not necessarily talking about character development when it comes to smarts.
What the hell?
I'm talking about he has many transformations. He just transforms into and I'm not discrediting this because it's actually a badass comic book line. Goku has more transformations and character development than Michelangelo does. Michelangelo only really has the Last Ronin as a character development, and that's after his brothers die.
And that's the thing. Not even just that. Before that was his whole thing.
So tell me,
because he's supposed to be this goofy, laughing, lovable dude, and then after like having to lock in with his brothers all the time, mind you, he has a connection with every single one of his brothers. Not just one, not just two or something. No, every single one of his brothers and his master.
I don't really consider that character development. They've had a relationship. I expect them to further grow that.
Because again, it's not, again, Goku's the main character. Why would you not? You know what I mean? But that's what I'm
That's
saying.
my
Like,
point. Is his transformations are character developments? It's
is
character.
it?
Yes, his transformations are character development because he gets stronger every single time. Michelangelo's consistently throughout the whole show and throughout all his comic book lines and movies. Here, stays here.
Nah,
Yes,
you're crazy.
no, this is 100% ball knowledge for sure. He stays here until Last Ronin.
Like
and
like
then he
I
builds
like I
himself up.
said, Goku
We're not
has
gonna agree.
Goku has the I know, but we can still talk about it.
No, yeah.
Goku has literally the potential, mind you, he's already a Saiyan. He has the potential to grow higher and higher each time. He wants to be a martial artist. He wants to be the best martial artist. He became that. He's already grown to be a Super Saiyan, to be Super Saiyan 2, blue, red, all that stuff. You know what I mean? It's like that's not really character development. That's you being more powerful than people.
What do you think
Well,
that is? That it takes character development for that
Does
to
it?
happen. Yes, that's 100% true. If you think of character development, it's a character who's getting stronger, progressing. Yes. Listen, it's a character.
What?
That's 100% true. And if you don't know that, you need to ball up.
Nah,
Listen, hear me out. I'm gonna
hell
finish my
no.
statement. Yes, Jelon, what do you think character development is?
Character development is
Give me
a
an example.
a character actually learning, going through stuff that they need to learn and all that. That's what it is.
That happens for him.
What does he do? What does he learn?
He has to
Tell me.
train. You think he just got to Super Saiyan Blue? Just
But that's
to get
what I'm
to Super
saying.
Saiyan
Training
Blue?
is
He has
not
to-
character
That is character
development, though.
Jelon, that is 100% character development.
If you don't-
he has to develop the skill set. Yes.
If you don't like, so say just if that's, for example, great example, right? That's like not having a connection to anyone else and him just going stronger.
Give me an example of Michelangelo's character development.
Again, I was trying.
If you're talking about brotherly blonde, then that's not it.
Let me cook. All right.
You were cooking.
Michelangelo literally has a connection with each one of his brothers. Not only did he have a connection with every single one of his brothers, it was in different ways each time. He had to realize that, and mind you, for the other brothers too, he had to realize for Donatello that he didn't have to be the smartest one in the room, right? And same for Mikey. Mikey had to learn that he needed to be the smartest one in the room. You know what I mean? Okay. So it made him think differently. He also can, like, because he's what do they call it? He's unpredictable when it comes to fighting.
So you're talking about a skill set that he adapted over time.
Wait, I'm saying he had to learn how to be like unpredictable and then be predictable at the same time. So he learned that as a character in himself. With Leonardo, he had to learn with like, just because like he doesn't have to be as badass as Leonardo all the time. You know what I mean? It'd be a leader all the time. Like he could really just be himself and also know what he's talking about, what he's doing. Everything.
Do you understand what?
And that.
Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Like I said, I want to finish the whole thing.
Well, it sounded like you were
done.
So
he like literally with Leonardo, he had to learn that like to be a leader, you don't have to just be like all cool and know like every single dimension, like be smart basically. Like you know what I mean? You don't have to be like the smartest person in the head and everything like that. Like you can literally just be yourself and literally be the smartest one in the room. With Raph, the same thing with Raph is that like he's learned that like yes, you're my big brother, but literally like I can still teach you some stuff. Like I know how to be better than you in fighting just because you're aggressive, all that. And that's what Master Splinter was just like, like you can see this, boom, boom, boom. Like in the 2012 Ninja Turtles, he tries to tell him like he's a great fighter. He fights without even thinking. And then he does this, boom, 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 right? And then he's like, yeah, I just chill, bro. Like literally, that's what he does. He just chills.
So, real quick.
What? Go ahead.
You realize what you said in your tangent is exactly what I said about Goku.
But it's not
That's
about
character development based off of training with his brothers, based off of learning his brothers' traits himself to inherit in his character. The same thing Goku.
But it's not about him getting stronger. That's what I'm telling you. It's about the connection with his brothers.
That's
to make him the person he is.
I know, but that's a part of character development, Javon.
But that's what I'm saying. Goku. Okay, the difference. This is my difference, right? Goku is the same person through and through, like the whole thing.
What does that have to do with
the difference between Michelangelo and Goku is that Goku's been the same person throughout and throughout. Like, meaning no one can tell him shit. He gonna do what he wants to do. He gonna like literally started a whole universe, like a whole universe war, just because he was bored. Like, you know what I mean? Like
I
that's not character
just-
development. Michelangelo.
Oh, you're talking about where they go and fight? No, he didn't start that. Beerus did. Beerus and his alternate self from another universe started that war. The battle of the worlds where they're going and whoever wins
The
gets
power tournament?
Yeah.
No, he
That
didn't.
was Beerus. Beerus and his brother went
much you wanna
back and
bet?
forth.
How much you want to bet?
Look it up. Look it up.
How much you want to bet?
Look it. I'm telling
wait,
you
but
right
no,
now. Look
no,
it
I'm
up.
saying
Why do
how
I
much
gotta
you
shake
wanna
your
bet?
hand?
Because I want you to bet something on it.
I'm not betting shit. Look it up.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna look it up though, because I already know it's not true. Literally, Goku
Okay.
goes and he's like, oh, how about we do a battle between all the what's it called? He's like, between all the people, right? Like all the universes or something like that. And then he's like, they're like, you know what? That's not a bad idea, but how would it go? So literally, they use universe 7, and 6, which is Goku's universe and what's it called? Cabba's universe. And they do a little test run on how it'll go. They're like, okay, maybe everybody does have some strong people. Okay, go back and after they done fighting everything, they go
Hurry
back
up.
and get your
Look it
fighters,
up.
and then you go. All right, come on, watch. How
Motherfucker, just
the
battle the battle of the power, whatever the fuck it is. Just look it up.
universe, how the universe power tournament started. Tournament. Oh shit, I fucking messed up.
Because I can tell you word for word what happened. Beerus's alter dimensional brother, I guess you could say, him and him didn't like each other, and they went back and forth, and they were going back and forth on who is the most powerful in their universe.
Witness a true story.
Grand Sinnoh is deeply moved that those of the lowest-ranking mortal levels would treat us to battles as extraordinary as the ones we've just witnessed, and would like to extend his gratitude to all the fighters for their efforts.
Wait, mortal? What levels?
You see, Grand Sinnoh has carefully evaluated all 12 universes, and assigned each one a ranking.
So, how did the 7th universe fare in his estimation?
Among all worlds populated by mortals within the 7th universe, the average level is 3.18, which is rather poor. That's second from the bottom, in fact.
Pardon
Holy
me,
fuck.
but if we're the
Might not
second
be
from
it.
the bottom, then
It's
which
not.
universe would be ranked lower than us?
Hold on.
I'm sure you all...
At the beginning of the power tournament. I don't think we're gonna find it.
Hold on, I'll
right
look
now.
it up right now.
Oh, I spelled that shit hell wrong.
We'll just have to look it up later because we don't got
Yeah,
much time.
we have to look up later.
But I'm 100% certain there was a conversation between the two, Beerus and his alternate ego, or his alternate self from another dimension. They went back and forth, and Goku may have had some influence on it, but Beerus is the one that shook hands and said, "This is my strongest fighter. He's the one that you will be dealing with the most." They went back and forth. You choose who you want. I say we do a heads or tails on this because I'm not gonna budge on Goku having more character development than Michelangelo.
That's
If this was right, Raph,
I'll pick
you
it.
should've
No,
just-
no,
God
I'll
damn
pick it. No, I'll only pick up because there's more people anyway, so I really don't care that much. But I still think that Michelangelo. Let us know what you guys think. Who's the better character, Goku or Michelangelo? Woody or Spider-Man? Spider-Man.
Woody doesn't have much.
Woody
character
has
development.
nothing, to be honest.
Venom.
Venom or Aquaman.
Oh
Venom.
wait, damn.
Wait,
Fuck.
we can go back.
Go back.
What would you say?
Aquaman has had a huge character development, and it's within recent time, like recently. He is now, instead of only being able to bend water, he can now blood bend, and that's a new power trait that he has to his arsenal. He also is able to actually fight and has beaten Superman. That's
My
a
thing,
huge power. That's
my
a huge
thing,
power scale.
my thing with, again, it's not about like who wins. It's more about like character development
That's
and
character
what
development.
Venom started as a villain.
I'm not gonna lie to you. We should
And
find
then-
another game because we're not gonna agree on
Well,
character
already because
development.
you asked what we were going to go based off of,
That's
and I
character
said,
development. Power
No,
scaling
but-
is character development. When a character has adapted a new power, that's. That's character development.
where have you learned?
I'm done. We don't need to do this anymore.
Where have you
New game.
learned?
New game. I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore.
Where have you
John,
learned?
where did you
guys
learn?
Okay, actually, that's gonna be right there. That's the main thing.
Because it's not working.
How do you determine, you guys, which
if
character
you don't,
is the best? Is it by power
it's
scaling, or is it by the character
Jalon,
and what
you
they've
can-
been through?
There's both. You do it with both. You do
Like I
it
said,
with both.
just let us know.
How do
Just
you
let us
not
know.
know that? You've been involved with this for God knows how long, John. Power scaling is a part of character development. Are you telling me? So you're telling me that a character
Just
who gets new powers
Look.
is not
I think I see
character
what you,
development.
I think I see what you mean, but you're not comprehending that. You get the power, yes, okay, that's
I
fine.
don't need to comprehend
Right?
anything. It's a part of it.
But the thing is, how you get it. What does that mean for that person? Does that make sense? Like,
because
'cause the way-
exhausting.
okay, why does him getting blood mean that he has a character
That's a
development?
character development. It's
Yeah,
a new
no.
feat. It's a new power. It's a new thing that's in his arsenal. That
What did
is
he do to-
character development.
What did he do to go
Learned
through
how
it?
to bend blood.
No, I'm not saying what he like. What power? I'm saying what did he do to
That's-
get it?
That's
That
what
was
I'm-
important
here,
for him.
Here. Using it right here. I'm saying it. Learned
No,
how to do that.
no, I didn't say.
I don't
I
get
didn't
your
say
point
how
because
did he
you're
learn.
explaining
I
it horribly.
said, what did he have to do? Like, as in like.
Is there something I'm missing
No,
here? Am I
no.
like not
Listen,
explaining something
You're
correctly?
hearing learned. I'm saying, what did he have to do? As in like, did he
Jalon,
have to? Did he have
That's
to?
what he had to do. You
No.
have to learn something to do that. Then we can move on because it's not
You're
getting
not
in your
you're-
head
you're
what
not,
I'm
no,
saying.
you're not listening. Look again. What did he have to do as a character? As a character, right? No,
Holy
wait.
fuck.
Listen.
Holy shit! I'm going in a circle game with you.
What did he have to do as a character to learn about this blood thing? About how to control
I
blood?
don't know the exact detail. Why does that matter? He learned how to do it. That's character development. That's
Alright,
a
bro.
part of character development. That is a
That's all.
trait.
Hey, that's all I need to hear. That's all I need to hear.
I'm good. Next game, because this is frustrating me.
That's all I need to hear. That's all good.
Because it's not working. This is not working. You seem to think that character
Um,
development only comes from this specific thing, Jalon.
Like I said, again, I get what you're saying.
That's a
That
part.
is-
There's
it's
two
a big
ways to
thing.
do this. There's the emotional stress and the character story and powers that the character gets. That is a part of character development. I don't know where the wires are not getting put.
Let us know what you guys think, because I'm actually ready to hear this one, because I've never heard it. I want you to know I've never heard that.
Okay, so
the
Naruto,
power-
I'm gonna bring it up to you. So Naruto getting new abilities like the Nine Tails.
No,
That's not character development.
him getting the Nine Tails has no
That's not
character
char-
development. Yes,
Guys, this just ain't gonna work. That is character
way-
development, Jalon.
the reason how he gets it, the why he gets it, that's character development. That is what I'm telling you.
Jalon, the new power that somebody gets in something is character development, Jalon. You're
Why-
not comprehending that.
Why and how they're getting it is the character development. That is what I'm telling you. Okay?
Power.
So, how Naruto gets the Nine Tails chakra form, since he wants to bring this up, how he gets it is
I'm
because
bringing it up for sure.
he has to lock in to beating the Nine Tails, right? And taking chakra away from it. Like taking its chakra away from it, right? The way he does it, he basically fails, right? But what stops him is his mother coming in and saying, you don't have to bear all this hatred alone. We are here for you. And then she's like talking to him, giving him the whole whoop-de-whoop, like, oh, you know, you're still my son and this, that, whatever. That is character development.
Here you go. It's a part of it. That's what I'm telling you. While acquiring a new power or ability can drive character development, it is not, so we're both right, it is not inherently character development. That is a part of character development. That is a key trait that is in character development.
Wait, I thought you just said it's not, though. It just said it's not.
It said it is not inherently character development on its own. It is a part. That is something that you're ingrading with the character as well. It's a part of character development. That is what I'm telling you, and it shows you that here.
And I'm telling you, if it's not the reason, which I'm pretty sure that's what it's talking about, if it's not a reason behind it, that is what it is.
John, it just told you that it is. It's not inherently on its own a part of it, but it is a part of it. It is a part of character development.
Like I said, again, let us know what y'all guys think. But all in all,
you just are so stubborn.
It has nothing to do with stubbornness.
It is. Go ahead.
Again, that's what I know from my idea
as well
of what it is. But again,
let's just do it. Finish.
Like I said, hey, this is.
I'm saying move on.
Them Takes Podcast. No, I know. Them Takes Podcast. We're out.
2 hours later.
Sorry for how I interpreted what you were saying, and I just got done talking to you a little bit about the stuff I'm dealing with. So I don't normally do that. If I did take out some of my outside stuff on you, I personally apologize to you.
And I'm sorry too, honestly, because I do get where you're coming from, but I just needed more than just one thing. You know what I mean?
Can you say power scaling is a part of character development?
I do think power scaling is part of it, but I thought it was looked in the wrong way. That's what it was for me. Okay. I thought it looked like it was in the wrong way.
Did I explain it enough to you now?
Yeah, now definitely. Yes, now definitely.
To get you to understand where I'm coming from.
Absolutely.
On power scaling. Because, like, for instance, I'll use an example like characters like perfect example. Sentry? Perfect example from Thunderbolts.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect example. Dude's humble, stays quiet. He doesn't realize he has powers. And then one woman gets into his ear.
Yeah.
Tells him he's a god. Now he has a god complex. Character development.
That is character development. Yes.
And his feats that he got along with that, his super strength, all that stuff, that's character development. It's little things. So, like, the best way that I can describe it is little things like the writers giving characters new powers is a part of that, because with the powers comes a new ego, or with the powers, like, for instance, Spider-Man getting his powers.
Yeah.
Right?
How I always thought about it was just because of the fact, like, so it was like, to me, it's just like, oh, you get this power, right? But, like, what came of it? You know what I mean? Yeah. So, like, did you have to lose something to gain it? You know what I mean? Did you have to be yourself to get that? You know what I mean? Right. That's what I was getting.
No, I get what you're saying.
So that's why I was like, oh, character development is more than just the power that's given. Yeah. It's what you had to lose to get that. Right. You know what I mean? Or what you had to do to get that.
So, like, a perfect example that plays into both of our favors here is Spider-Man.
Exactly.
Spider-Man's one of the perfect representations
or Batman.
Or Batman.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on the lines of somebody with super abilities, though.
Yeah, for sure.
So, like, Spider-Man, for instance. I didn't realize we were recording. Spider-Man, for instance, has lost Uncle Ben.
Yep.
He got a reason to turn himself into a superhero, so that plays into your benefit.
And then he also had a reason to hate. You know what I mean? Like, to not be a superhero.
But also, him getting bit by the spider gave him super strength, gave him the ability to, in certain iterations, if you want to go based off of Toby's, climb walls.
Yeah.
Right? That is what I'm talking about. Him getting powers is upscaling that character development, because without him getting those powers, there would be no character really to be interested in.
Oh, I think I see what you mean. Yeah, I've never thought about it that way. That's
what I'm getting at, is like, if Goku was to say stay Super Saiyan the whole time, just Super Saiyan, bare Super Saiyan, would you be as interested later term?
Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, so, like, using that, like, oh, would you be even later? Like, would he? it depends how it's written. That's what I'm saying. Like, if he had to still go through some, like, for example, and that's what I'm saying, even with somebody with or without powers, it's like,
maybe
do you have to go through something for whatever to happen? Like, you know what I mean?
Maybe I can use this a little bit better with something that you're, like Naruto, for example, right?
Okay.
I'm going to try my best to use this as an example, and if I don't, then that's fine. If Naruto was to just stay bare Naruto with the whatever powers he has, for instance, like the Rasengan.
Yeah, I think I know where you're going with this. Yeah.
Would you be as interested in late term if that was just bare Naruto, or would you?
That's what I mean. No, and this is where I'm getting at. Like, I was hoping that you would explain those moments, and that's where I was wrong with, because
I just felt like I couldn't explain it because it was just too much back and forth.
It was too much going on. You know what I mean?
So, like, for example, though, right? He got the Nine Tails.
Yeah.
That in its own is a type of character development.
Yeah, I know. I get what you mean. Yeah.
That's all
and
I'm getting.
It was also our fault because we didn't even get to talk about it like before we even started or anything.
Our first argument on the pod.
Yeah, like it was just like a whole bunch going on, and we didn't even get to talk about like what the standards are, what are we looking for, and everything. We literally just went straight to it and forgot.
So like when I think,
that's on us,
right? Like when I think like character development, for example, I'm not just thinking power, right? I'm not just thinking power. I'm thinking of notable traits that come along with the power.
Yeah.
How the character fundamentally took also getting said power. You know what I mean? Could they have been evil? Could they have been good? You know what I mean? Like, for instance, Wanda, when she starts getting more stronger and stronger and stronger, you notice that her character starts
herself.
changing, and it develops into Scarlet.
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch.
The Scarlet Witch.
Instead of Wanda.
Yep.
Right? So
correct.
we start twisting that character when she starts getting more power, right? And it just
Fuck it, resume it. Fuck it.
Yeah. So like it starts changing when that character gets more power. So like
I am fine with Goku though.
That's okay. No, yeah, I'm okay with that. But like when it comes to get a person getting more power, it does have notable effects on the person's traits. Like, I'm gonna use one more example and we'll move on. One more example is the man that's on the screen right now.
Oh.
Show it.
Spider-Man or Woody?
Yep, we're gonna talk about it. No, sorry. I mean, you could even throw Woody in there if you wanted to. I mean, his interactions with Buzz changes
with all the toy characters.
Right. So, but with Spider-Man. Now, I know I brought Spider-Man up as an example when he lost Uncle Ben and he got bit by the spider. But let's go into when Venom latches onto him.
Yeah.
Right.
Great.
We start noticing a character change. That's character development from the newfound strength that he gets through the suit.
Also, mind you guys, he thought that I was just talking about one character in general, and he thought I was talking about like the pitcher character. Yeah. That's what he thought I was talking about. But I was saying no, in general, Michelangelo type stuff.
If we're going in general, based so at that time, if I was sitting there and I was looking at Last Ronin, Michelangelo, I would have agreed that there was more character development for Michelangelo than Goku, right? Because what I was looking at was a bare Michelangelo who's still a part of his founding brothers' teams.
And not even also that, you guys, he thought that just like in general, Goku just has better character development than Michelangelo. Yeah. And mind you, we both just disagreed on each other's things. So like it is what it is.
Yeah, honestly. We don't need to agree on that. That's fine. I'm okay with the disagreements. I just when we need to be more detailed when we do these.
Yeah.
As to, is this encompassing the character in its entirety, or are we encompassing the character that's on the screen right now? And when I saw what was on the screen, I took it as like Michelangelo has no type of character development.
Yeah, I feel like to make it fair, so we actually do just like, go back and forth between these things, we should talk about the character in general. Like, even if they have, for example, like, if they had like a short story or some shit. Like, for example, when we do like...
I don't know if I want to do short stories, because short stories tend to stray off the written
path. I was saying, not that, like, really. But, like, what I mean, like, for example, like, if they said... If it said, like, Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like, as in, like, versus fighting fighting, right?
Mhm.
But we already seen that before. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, we know Batman's gonna win. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? We can use stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
that's
if
fine.
if it's like we're talking about the characters in general, that's why we're
Okay.
talking about
If
the
we're gonna
that
do,
character
if we're
in
doing
general.
that, that's fine. Like,
Yeah.
if I would have known that, then I probably would have considered Last Run.
Yeah, and that's
as
on us
its
because we
entirety.
did not figure that out in the first place.
No.
So it is what it is.
You guys are gonna laugh off the argument. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, that shit was
Spider-Man.
That shit was long as fuck.
Woody and Spider-Man. It was like we were finished like 3 hours ago, and it went on. Like,
I think
for
so.
3
Yeah,
hours.
man. We're just gonna finish this a little bit, and then
And then
we're
we're
done.
gonna
honestly.
call it. Yeah.
So Woody or Spider-Man? I think.
Spider-Man.
I think we actually already
Yeah,
went through
we
this.
went through Spider-Man. All right.
Oh yeah, this was.
Aquaman or Venom. Now.
Oh
if-
yeah, I didn't even get. I think you said yours.
I didn't
think
get to really finish it.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Because I brought up just bloodbending, but
Yeah.
we've gotten to the disagreement about the bloodbending.
Yeah.
Aquaman had more character development because if you go back into the previous comics and into the previous even shows or movies, he doesn't really have a show, but movies, it shows a bared down Aquaman. He didn't even have a character really. He wasn't even Aquaman yet. He was a normal dude who found out that he is all of a sudden, depending on the iterations, of course, king of the oceans.
Yeah.
So he was just a bared down dude. He had the character traits to be this character. He had the character development to be this character because if he wanted to, he could have been like Black Manta and just fuck shit up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not.
That's
give a
just if
fuck.
he was evil.
Right.
Just-
If he
that's
was
all he
evil.
needed to be is evil.
Right. He wanted to, he wasn't really fucking with humanity as a whole.
Mhm.
He could have easily killed humanity, but there's a character development of passion,
Yeah.
compassion. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Aquaman isn't going after the people. Instead, he's, being lenient. He's not really fucking with the people still, but he's more lenient.
Now, if I remember, we did stop on this one.
Yes, we did.
And what I was gonna say though after that is because I was gonna say we can't sleep on Venom
No,
though
you're
because Venom also has too many things to talk about.
He has a lot of character
Because
development.
he has when he first arrived, obviously being a villain,
Mm-hmm.
he has turned to a good guy in multiple occasions.
Yeah, and
he
he
has
becomes
still-
Agent Venom at some point. Too.
At Agent Venom, he's also became Spotty's what's it called?
Sidekick, almost.
Sidekick kinda
Like
in a
they
way.
fight together at some point.
He also helps him in some ways too. Like he's become like a character that's very well known, especially even as a villain. So I don't know.
You can
whether
go with
you-
Venom. I'm fine with Venom on this because you pointed out some things.
I also think that Venom in every what's it called? When they go into once Venom is a character in something, they literally just go
Yeah.
into it. That's why. Ben 10 or Batman? Damn, that's sad.
Yeah.
Batman wins by
Yeah.
10 trillion. Not gonna lie.
Because he's just got so much more development.
Yeah, Ben has some, but it's like whatever.
No, Green Lantern.
Ooh.
No, so it's Green Lantern versus Aaron Yeager.
Well,
Aaron
yeah.
Yeager is gonna win this. He's had more character development in his 4 seasons or 4 seasons of his show.
Wait, who do you pick?
Aaron Yeager.
Okay.
Yeah, I picked.
I can personally go either way because he has more comics and stuff in general.
Yeah.
It's more just like which one do you think has more?
Right.
You know what I mean?
you can go based off of Injustice. You can go based off of when he does put on the yellow ring, when he does put on the red ring.
I don't know anything much about him, which is why I'm not gonna pick
Yeah.
him. I'm gonna pick Aaron because, bro.
I know a good. I read a lot of Green Lantern comics. And the only one that not even comic wise, but the only thing that really stood out for me was his character development in Injustice. In Injustice, he becomes evil in the first Injustice game, and then in the second Injustice game, he fights his way back to being a Green Lantern.
I still love that the games are connected with it.
Yeah.
But
Aaron.
yeah, so Green Lantern versus Aaron Yeager. Aaron Yeager wins.
Vegeta
versus Deadpool. It's Vegeta.
It's
Why would it be Deadpool?
He has more character development than Goku does.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that I don't even think that he has the best too. Like, that's what it also
Goku?
was too. Yeah, Goku.
No, he doesn't.
To me, he doesn't even have the best. Because
if we were to go based off of who has the best, it would be that man sitting right there.
literally,
That's on the screen.
yeah, literally.
I was even gonna bring that up when we were going back and forth.
To be honest, I would probably even pick Gohan in front of Goku. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I would. So it would probably go Vegeta and then
Vegeta, Gohan, and then like
I would probably even throw Krillin into the mix somewhere in the middle of that.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I would.
I would
Yeah,
throw
you could
Krillin
say
in.
that. Or and Piccolo, probably right before him, maybe.
Yeah, because of the Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball show.
Him having to
he
learn,
was
you know,
evil. He
yeah.
was evil, and then he had
having
to learn,
his son go on.
Yeah.
So
had to learn how
Yeah,
to
yeah,
be
yeah.
a father. Yeah.
Mario and Tylon. It has to be Tylon. I'm not even gonna lie. What would you say, Mario? They don't really go into his character, if that makes sense. That's why. Like, you know, and usually there's also no dialogue. So it's like, what is he other than getting a power? Like how we're talking, like other than actually getting a power, I was like, okay.
Tylon. He has more character development.
And then his hit also different, so it's just crazy. Oh,
get the
honestly,
fuck.
right? Why the fuck is SpongeBob on this?
I
shit?
wish we would have made it to this, because if we would have made it to this, our argument would have been dead, and we would.
Yeah, it would have been way. It would have been way shorter. Way shorter.
Piccolo.
Yeah, Piccolo definitely. Gojo or Captain America? This.
Nah.
I think I was like, actually, this is easy.
I mean,
because
Gojo's pretty much the same throughout the whole
yeah,
show.
exactly. If he wasn't just always a cocky,
if
like
you're going,
badass,
but if
like
you are going based off of the movie with what's his name?
Oh, if you were going
Yuta with Yuta in it, he does have a bit of a change where he is not as So you get more lighthearted Gojo in the movie, and then you get a funny but serious a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Of the time in the show.
Which one would you rather like
have?
Like what's it called? Which one would you think is rather? Because mind you, I'm gonna say for Captain America, it's like he was obviously like lighthearted and stuff like that. He got the serum.
Yeah.
It still made him the same way, but also all the people he had to encounter, like the good guys that do kill and all that stuff. It was like he taught so many people that.
It's funny that you're bringing that up, because now that you're bringing that up, I can't really think of a notable character development for Captain America, because he's always been the same guy. That's the one thing that people point out is like Captain America, it never really has been evil. He's never had a question of being evil, really.
And this is what I was trying to get to. He makes calls even if they seem wrong. You know what I mean? For the Avengers.
Is that a character development?
I feel like it is. Because think about it, you know that saying where they be like, oh, or when people say, oh, Captain America is for like America, and it's like he doesn't stand for that though. Yeah. Like that, I feel like that's a big character development.
Right. So the issue though with me is Captain America's always kind of been that character that's like, you got to do what you got to do to save the world, and he makes those decisions based off of his original characteristics.
Also, I would say, no, Civil War. That's kind of a good one though.
The character development,
because you would think he would be like, oh, America. That's what I'm saying though. That's why I was bringing up. So like, you know how he'd be like, oh, like people would be like, oh, you would think you would stand for the government, but he doesn't. It's not about the government. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's about what's right. Like people are gonna fight for whatever they think. You know.
So for example, I want to point something out.
To be honest, that's the only thing I can bring up though.
So the big thing, I just watched the Marvel's Avengers last night. He's always kind of gone against the government in a way.
And then honestly,
first Avenger, because I can't really.
Yeah, I was gonna say it all started with Hydra. That's why.
But if you're going into the Marvel's Avengers, you see him questioning Fury when they get the Tesseract and they're all sitting in the room and they're arguing back and forth. Mm-hmm. What kicks that argument off is Cap being like, "What the fuck's this?" and throws a weapon on the table, and he's like, "You're creating weapons of mass destruction." So he's always kind of went against some sort of government or governing factor. So I don't know if that's really character development.
Also, there's another thing. I can only pull this up because I actually have the comic. That's why. Mm-hmm. I just read it probably a few weeks ago, and so basically he gives the mantle to Sam Wilson. You know that.
Yeah.
He gives it to him, and I guess Sam he makes a certain call basically as Captain America.
Are we considering Sam?
No, not him, not him. We're talking about so in that one, Captain America, Steve Rogers is actually in it.
Yeah.
And people are just like, how do you feel about the decision that he made and blah, blah, blah. He's like, as Captain America, I gave him the mantle. Like, it's not my, what's it called?
Decision?
Yeah, it's not my decision to make. It's not, and all I can do is give you my opinion. But personally, for me, I wouldn't have did that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's just again, for Sam was actually not on the government side, and then for that Captain America was. You know what I mean?
I guess for this one, I don't really care who you pick.
I
'cause
don't think I
like
care
both of
either,
these.
to be honest. Though.
But
I'm just pointing that out.
no,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah. But it's honestly, this is another one that's like Michelangelo and Goku. It's a
I
really
would-
shitty character development because they both kind of stay the same in a way.
For this, I would say one that hits more different is Gojo. I would say Gojo.
Okay, we can do
Okay.
that. Yeah, it's
Because it's way more like he had to lock in. He was like I'm not just the
Yeah.
just because I know I'm the one or whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I'm like invincible.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right. Yeah.
That's why I do love.
It's just they're both the same through the entirety of it. Like there's nothing really different
Yeah.
about them that changes, which is good. But
Nightwing or Lightning McQueen.
what are you wanting?
Honestly, I don't know.
What are you
I'm trying to think. So
Do you
we know Nightwing. Nightwing, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Lightning McQueen.
He has character development. He does.
But did it hit though?
You go from seeing him being almost like a rich, cocky prick to getting into Radiator Springs and seeing a different side of life that changes him to be a
Actually,
wholehearted,
I'm not gonna lie.
kind-hearted
He did
person.
learn. Look, this is the thing. See now you changing my mind.
Yeah.
So the thing is that he did learn some fucking lessons. Like when he had to pass up the mantle, that
Yeah.
was a big one.
And then
for
he
him.
did in the race in the first movie. At the end of the race, he sees the Dino car crash.
Yeah.
And instead of winning the race like he always wants to, he stops,
He was like,
turns
man,
around,
oh,
pulls behind there. But I'm still gonna go nice.
But I'm gonna still go.
Yeah.
Hey, it sound good. It sound good on paper.
Tom and Jerry has no.
Tom and Jerry or
he had-
Thanos.
Tom the cat
Well,
has no character development.
To me, Thanos doesn't. Oh, Tom does kinda. Tom does kinda.
Thanos.
What do you
Thanos
have for
has
Thanos? 'Cause
character
All I
development.
can think of. Okay, so all I can think of for Thanos is that he's always been like. First of all, he's damn near pure
Yeah.
evil. He's even tried to kill
Yeah.
the Avengers because of death and
So,
whatever. So
he actually has I believe he has some iterations where he actually is like turned a little bit good.
really,
Yeah, and he's not necessarily the evil that they see. Like they even kind of show it in Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame where he's like I don't want to just murder mass populace. of people.
popular.
He's
yeah.
like I just want to murder them.
Bro.
It's still murder. It's not like that.
Yeah, this
It's
guy.
like- he's like, I want to
Get us outta
murder
here.
them because of the overpopulation issue that my planet dealt with, and I don't want to see other planets go through that.
Yeah.
So in the movie, they describe that.
I think that is the
totally
best
wrong.
example.
He's
Yeah.
totally wrong for mass genocide,
Yeah,
but
that is the best example. Though.
also, if we're going on the power side of things, he does figure out and learn how to use the Infinity Gauntlet at some points. They do show him learning how to use it in certain iterations when he first gets the gauntlet and stuff. Also, here's another one. I just watched this on TikTok. They talked about this. So he ends up getting what is called God Cancer.
What the fuck is God cancer? I've never heard that.
That's what he gets. It's cancer, but for a god.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he gets cancer.
Oh, I
God,
get it.
He
It
gets
makes
so
sense.
he goes and seeks his dad for this information.
Uh-huh.
When he finds out about him getting God cancer, he kills his dad, which I
Crazy.
think sends him into a darker spiral. Tom the cat,
I got some for Tom.
you
if
can hit
need
me
it.
with it, but if it's gonna be off the movie,
No.
Okay.
None, it don't even have to be the movies. That's the best part.
Yeah.
So-
because the movie that they did, the live action movie. That
Oh,
they
I know what
did,
you're talking about. Yeah. No, like, and that's the thing. Actually, it's kind of part of it, but
Oh.
it's already been shown in the TV show and
Yeah.
stuff. So the best part about Tom is that Tom obviously, like, mind you, oh yeah, I can't wait to get deep in it for you. Look, pause. Anyway, yeah, pause. Anyway,
I
so
love Tom and Jerry. I know a lot about. Tom
so,
and Jerry. That's
you know how Tom starts. Tom starts as a homeless ass cat.
Yes.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And then he gets he gets inside of he finally gets a home and all that stuff. And there's this mouse, right?
Yeah.
This mouse moves in or whatever, and he's like the his owner is like, oh, you gotta get this out. You just sit here all the time, this, that, whatever. Like they say it after episode. They're like, oh, you just sit here. Sometimes he even sees them because he bothers he bothers Tom.
Yeah.
Jerry bothers Tom, and he's like, oh, like I'm gonna get you, this, that, whatever. But each time they show you that Tom actually goes through a lot of stuff. He has to go with being homeless again. He has to get this mouse out of here. And sometimes even there's times that Jerry even lets him. And then there's times where he found love. Remember in that episode, he finds love, and literally, Tom and Jerry just sitting there on the bridge, and he's hella depressed the whole time.
Goes back
but then he goes back and fights him because he's like, that's all I can do now. Like to get over it, like that's all he can do. And then what? Oh, and then I was just gonna say this. Then there's just other times where, like, again, like he has to learn, like, oh, about. He wants to do other things, like, like have his homeboys get rid of him, or like this, that.
I think what would have won me over a bit more on that one is when Tom sees what it's like without Jerry.
Oh, bro, when he sees, yes,
when he sees what it's like without Jerry and how boring it is.
He's like, what do I do now?
Yeah. And then Jerry comes back. I would have given, but is all those moments?
I would say
of character development bigger than Thanos' character development. Can you think back on Tom the Cat's moments?
I would
that
say
you had.
I think because to me that population thing, I feel like that's the only thing to me though.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like I think the best part or the worst part kind of is that he's a villain. He kind of stays as like pure evil type villain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Meaning like nothing really changes. He just does it for whatever reason.
You do so like what they're kind of talking about in Doomsday is King Thanos. You know about King Thanos?
I don't know which variation is that.
It's so in Doomsday they're bringing it's
the one with the beard.
Yes.
Oh,
that's the one that they're bringing into
Oh wait, no, I'm talking
Doomsday.
about a different version.
No, you're right.
Oh, that's the one.
He's got to go to.
Yeah, that's the one that kills the
crown.
whole. Yeah, that's the one that. Oh, okay. Yeah, to me that's not.
That's character development because he, in a way, killing all of the Avengers boosts his ego, and that's why he calls himself. King Thanos, because he literally becomes a king.
Oh, I got something for that to downplay that though, right? Because I actually just seen this like recently. I don't even know where. I think on TikTok. Yeah. But so what happens is that he goes back to like after he kills all the Avengers and all that stuff and it leaves him with nothing. He literally has an empty darkness in his like there's nothing he can do with that, right? So what he does, he goes back in time to find his younger self to kill him.
Are you talking about Thanos?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And I was like, oh. Here's
another thing that adds to the character development. So, and often it's pointed out, him and Deadpool are constantly fighting over Lady Death.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use her as an example. She, in a way, unlocks love for Thanos.
Yes.
She gives him the thought of, oh, I can be loved. I can love, which I'm sure Thanos only really got from Gamora, but as we can tell,
right,
that
obviously not enough, right? Obviously not enough.
So when it comes to that's another character development, in my opinion, where the character realizes this is the one thing that I will not harm. This is the one thing that means the world to me, and that's love.
Okay, which noticeable moments will you think is better than Tom's development or Thanos' development? I'm going with Tom. I am going with Tom.
I would let you have Tom. I'm okay. I personally
I think his are good moments, but I don't think he nearly has enough more than
I'm also not going based off of the amount. I'm going based off of the big moments, right? Because if you really look at
what I mean is that like Tom has better ones to me. Like, you know what I mean?
That's okay. And you can have that. I'll let you put Tom ahead. But like when I'm looking at moments, because to me when I look at Tom, I'm like, okay, he has moments, but they're few and far between. What I mean by that is like it's very marginal moments.
Yeah.
Like you're like, aw.
Yeah.
And then when Thanos, you're like, oh wow, this is something I didn't know about Thanos that you learn about that is a part of his character development. You know what I mean? So it's like it's a bigger picture character development compared to a multiple different character.
Okay, which one would you say? Because I honestly, I would go.
say you boost. I say you throw Tom in there, and I'm fine with just putting out there that Thanos is my pick. So and we can
because now because you persuade me. I think I see both. To me, I'm thinking and I'm like I think they're kind of the same thing.
Yeah, because
like to be honest, to me, honestly.
And in my opinion, this is another one.
Yeah, like they're both kind of ass anyway. So
yeah, so if you want Tom to move forward, I'm fine with you pushing Tom forward. I
feel like Thanos would probably be a better one. Maybe.
Yeah, it's just the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Character development compared to the multitude of character developments.
It has to be Superman.
They both kind of have.
They both have it, but I think it like for being the symbol of hope. That's why. For that main reason.
The biggest difference between the two is the powers. That's the biggest difference in like their type of character development when we're talking about the power scaling half of things. I will say Superman learned more with his powers, and it changed his character a bit more than Daredevil's.
Not even that. They kind of mostly, if you really think about it, they kind of have the same thing because he can hear people's heartbeats. Yeah. He can hear people do this and do that. You know what I mean?
X-ray vision.
So it's kind of the same.
I just don't think he has the awareness like Daredevil.
Yeah, other than that,
awareness is more. His super hearing is pretty much what gives him that 360 degree.
But I don't see him going through nearly as much as Superman has to go through.
Okay, so
you know what I mean?
Let's look at it like this, right? Superman has moments where his character development comes from turning evil.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
So does Daredevil doesn't have evil moments, but he has a character development where he turns kind of into the Punisher.
But you have to put in the fact that he used to actually kill.
So, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So like he doesn't have the evil side like Superman has had in some of his iterations where he does change, whether it's in a multiversal effect or whether it's canon to the storyline. He doesn't have that, but he still goes through a character development of, like, for instance, we'll talk about Born Again, which I think they're alluding to something here that we're going to get out of Daredevil that's going to change is I think he's going to start killing. I think he's going to learn, he's going to go through a moment in time where he's like, I mean, he did it with Bullseye.
Well, I was like,
technically did it with, he didn't kill Bullseye.
But he was willing to kill.
Intended to kill Bullseye. So I'm like, Punisher is consistently in his ear telling him, you're letting these fucking people go. Why are you letting these people go? They need to be exterminated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's hard in this one because essentially, sure, they're not the same when it comes to like powers or certain ideologies and characteristics, but they're same when it comes to turning evil.
Also, I feel like his biggest thing, Superman's biggest thing, another reason why I would say he wins is because he does have to go against someone like Batman and his ideology.
Yeah.
So I think that's also a giant thing to go about because, he's all about the rules and everything. And then Batman's like, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean?
Batman, so I would say it's reverse for that. Batman is all about the rules. So there's a key reason for that. And it's often pointed out, a lot of comic book fans, a lot of comic books pointed out, and a lot of movies pointed out. His biggest weakness, which makes people think that Batman's actually kind of insane to the extent of like the Joker, is he consistently captures the bad guys, has moments where he can kill them, but is like, it's not the right thing to do. And arguably, right? Think about it like this. If you had the Joker sitting in front of you tied up, are you going to want to turn him into the authorities? Or are you going to want to get rid of him off of the planet?
But to me, and that's what I mean, to me, it's like, I don't really think that's a bad thing. Because we already have this talk about
not killing. I agree. I agree that it's not a bad thing, but to a lot of people it is.
Yeah, and even when he does, it's like usually when he kills, it's like a robot or some shit. You know what I mean? But like he only does it when it's absolutely necessary.
Superman?
Yes.
I mean, so
like for Joker, when Injustice, like that was absolutely necessary.
I'm not even really gonna go based off of the Joker on that one. It was necessary.
And it was actually a great character development because it
Yes.
made him his
Yes.
whole mindset
What-
change. Like these motherfuckers gotta
right.
go.
So when we were talking about like rules, right, and
Mm-hmm.
who's Batman's really strict on his rule set. He's very much
Yeah.
so pro, almost essentially pro cop, right?
Right.
He's almost a
Pro
cop.
cop,
He's
yeah.
like, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm gonna let the judicial system take care of you. You're gonna go through, get processed like
Yeah.
a normal person. Superman has shown times where he's like, all right, I'm out of options. I have to kill you. Right, he had to do it. And if you're the most recent example that I'm going to give you is, even though it's a test tube version of him, is Ultraman. Technically, what he did was intent to kill Ultraman.
And I was gonna say, but it's necessary for the world, or
Yeah.
for another like you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
it's usually something big. That's what
I will agree,
and that's
that,
why I'm saying I kind of get it though. Like it's not
Yeah.
too bad.
I will agree that Superman should move forward, but I don't think these two are too far off with character development.
Kind
I
of,
think
because
it's-
he
I
has
think-
to fight between
Yeah.
being the devil and then
Yeah.
being
I think Superman's like a
Like,
tier
probably like a
or two
tad.
tiers up from
Two tiers.
Daredevil. Yeah, because his character development and what he has to do is a bit different.
And this is just what we know,
Yeah.
you guys. So
And you
don't
guys
cook
can
us
give
if
your
you want.
opinion.
But
I'll give you Naruto on this one. I'll give you Naruto. I think Naruto has more. I mean, if you look at how
actually,
long,
yeah, I'll say
if you look at
Naruto.
how long the character Red Hood has been out, he's still fairly new. Because he didn't come out until like later on.
My thing with Red Hood too is only because, in a way, he's still the same exact character. If
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
So
he
it's
still
like,
wants to kill.
yeah, and at least for Naruto, you can say like each time he's had like even each arc and everything, he's had character development, but his show has also ended.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's what I'm
I
saying.
mean,
With Red
nothing
Hood,
with Naruto has ever really ended. They got Boruto.
well, I mean, like as in his character. In Boruto, he's not even like honestly a main character. Like,
That's
because I read the manga and
Yeah.
he's like not even a main character at all, really.
That's fine.
I'm
Okay.
like he's kind of an important.
Are you
factor,
feeling
but
more
that's
Red
it.
Hood then, or are you feeling more Naruto?
No, I'm going with Naruto only
Yeah.
because his is done, and also each arc has done that.
Yeah.
For him, it's like noticeable, like under
Yeah.
the hood.
I
and all
mean,
that
you could
stuff.
say he's also turned good if you're going like with games, for instance, like games with Gotham Knights, right?
Mhm.
Batman dies.
I've been playing that too. Actually.
Yeah, Batman
Oh,
dies.
that,
and then he changes his characteristics. He follows lead in not killing people. He does, because he even says his bullets are. They talk about his bullets. They're high pressure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know what
rounds
you're talking about. Yeah.
that don't kill people but incapacitate them and leave them severely injured.
But to me, the game.
The game is directly based off of what happens.
All I could say about that is that because I don't really have too much of a big, but the only thing I would say about that is that Nightwing and Tim are. Nightwing is the perfect Batman,
Yeah.
substitute. Tim is like
what he
detective
thinks-
wise, he is the somewhat
Tim
perfect
Drake?
version. Yeah. Yeah.
Tim Drake is exactly copy and paste of Batman's detective side.
He absolutely doesn't want Red Hood. He doesn't want Damian.
If you're looking at like moral compasses and
Yeah.
stuff like that, Nightwing would be most.
That's my only argument for that because but
You can put Naruto, Iron Man, Iron Man or Wonder Woman, Iron Man.
Yeah, I would say Iron Man because
She has character development, but
She has
it's
it,
not
but it's-
without, it's not really without the Justice League being there.
that's what I
Yeah.
said.
Because I mean, you got
yes.
Superman, who she has a love interest with, and she sides with him, which shows a character development of her
Also-
backing Superman entirely.
Yeah, and also I don't think hers is like more
Notable,
notable
because
than
you
Iron
get
Man's.
billionaire philanthropist playboy turned into a sincere, caring person for the world.
And that's why I thought that Iron Man would even be a better character development than Captain America. Because of the fact that if he didn't have, if he wasn't who he is, he
Yeah.
wouldn't have that character development.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, it has to be. Goku and Spider-Man.
I'll give you Spider-Man on this. He's had
Spider-Man because he has more times than
Yeah.
just
He's got more time in general as a character than Goku does.
I wish Goku's was like just like more noticeable.
I'm gonna go Batman.
Batman, yeah, I'm going Batman.
Batman or Venom. Batman. More notable moments. Venom honestly has still his own end goal in what he's doing until he becomes Agent Venom.
He's good, but I don't know,
He's
just
a
not
chaotic
better.
neutral. We get to see Batman consistently teeter-totter and have his character development tested.
Yeah, there we go.
So I'm going, This one, personally, I'm gonna. There's a reason why I'm gonna choose Vegeta on this one, but they're both almost similar, right?
Mhm.
Aaron was good turned bad. Vegeta was bad turned good. But Vegeta has learned to work together with multiple different people that he has set out to kill.
I think Vegeta's is more
Notable.
No, not even notable, but better.
Yeah.
Because like when he does, everybody's like, "For real?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
Like
not just that, but I think that including, like I said, with the power scaling, his is more notable as well.
Yeah, because each time, I think each transformation for him, I would say not just like, because you know how Goku has like specific ones.
Yeah.
I think for Vegeta, every single one
his
is like
character
another
development
thing.
is fundamentally based around Goku being stronger than him.
Exactly.
And him wanting to be more stronger than Goku.
Absolutely.
So Tai Lung only has a character development in the newest Kung Fu Panda where he actually works with Po. You remember? Have you seen the next one?
I did. Yeah.
He only really has character development in that one movie. Otherwise, if this was Tai Lung and he didn't die, I'm pretty sure we would just see Tai Lung the way he is.
But also, he was a goat at first, or no, he was just like. Well, yeah, I would say he was kind of like a goat before. Like, he was cool as hell. Like, he did everything he had to do.
Oh,
and then Shifu saying that, oh, like, yeah, you'll be the Dragon Warrior or whatever. Like, you have to be, so I'm going to train you. He does it again and blah, blah, blah. He becomes the best.
Yeah.
Oogway said. And then Shifu was like, what?
Yeah.
Like, bro, what are we talking about?
But
so
also for Piccolo, though, you got him in Dragon Ball, fully evil character, gets resurrected, I believe. Comes back, and then
to be fair,
like
I don't think
work with Goku.
Yeah, to be fair though, I don't know why he did that. Like, what makes him like?
Because there was the evil, that was the demonic.
Oh
side
yeah.
of Piccolo. That
right,
side got killed. This Piccolo is humane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he goes against the grain a lot more than Tai Lung does. With I don't want to fucking do this, but for some reason my feelings are telling me to do it.
I'm gonna ask you then. Actually, great question. Do you think it should count for, I guess, like, not necessarily his character? Because again, it's like. That's like somebody possessing you, kind of.
Not necessarily, because that's still evil Piccolo. That's still Piccolo.
Yeah.
His essence of being evil was taken away. He was almost marginalized and demoralized lower and taken down a peg and realized he got humbled.
Yeah, basically.
He got humbled.
And I was like, do you think that's better than Tai Lung's though?
I think Tai Lung's is more sad. I think Piccolo's is more meaningful. Does that make sense? More meaningful as in he shows that he's lighthearted, caring, he cares about the people around him, and you learn that.
I'll say Piccolo. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
because he's still, and the best part, he's still a dog, bro.
Right. Like for example, right, like when he's fighting Majin, or when he's fighting Cell.
I was just gonna say that when he's fighting Cell. Or when he's fighting the androids from the movie Super.
Yep.
Perfect.
Or when, for example, when he teams up with Goku to go save Gohan from Raditz.
Or to teach them the fusion dance and everything. Yeah, that's gotta be.
And then he merges with
or Kami.
Is it Kami?
Yeah.
No, it's not Kami.
I thought it was. Yeah.
Kami is the one that teaches Goku up in heaven. on that small planet, right?
Yeah, I thought it was him.
Oh no, that's King Kai. Sorry, that's King
Yeah.
Kai.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought Kami was the person that takes
Kami
him.
Kami is the dude with the staff.
Yeah, with the
that
staff.
merges his soul with Piccolo, which they wrote off real weird.
Gojo or Nightwing?
Nightwing has multiple different points in time. He has 3 notable different character developments.
I think
Robin, Nightwing, and then he ends up taking the mantle for Batman.
Hey, nothing else needs to be said. Nothing else needs to be said. I thought about each one so fast.
Superman.
Superman
Superman versus Thanos. Naruto versus
Ooh.
Iron Man.
I might have to say Iron Man.
I'm gonna say Iron Man 2 because of MCU. I'm gonna say it specifically. Like I said, I watched Marvel's Avengers last night, and he's like, billionaire playboy
I can never say it. Don't even ask me.
Philanthropist, I think is what.
Yeah, you said it right.
And then skip time, or even in Marvel's Avengers, he goes up and proves Captain America wrong by grabbing the missile that was supposed to blow up Earth.
Yeah.
He goes up, flies it up to space, and was willing to die in that moment. And also, let's not forget the iconic Iron Man.
Okay.
Snap.
I think my favorite one that I just like because there's a lot because his character is still going to this day. That's why.
And then you see the emotional toll too from what happens in Sokovia. Yeah,
my favorite thing though that he has as character development, the biggest one is when Captain America dies in Civil War.
Yeah.
That is the best moment ever because he is giving a whole monologue and you're wondering.
You mean
no, Captain America dies. He gets shot by I want to say Crossbones, maybe.
Are you talking about in the comics?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's what I said. I was talking
like,
about comics. Sorry.
About movies. I was like, whoa, no.
Yeah, no. So in comics, when he gets literally like when Captain America dies, he is giving a whole monologue. Nobody knows as you're reading it. You're like reading. He's the one telling the whole story, and it's like, oh, like I see what you mean now. And he's basically saying how Captain America is right, Steve is right, and he's sitting there all alone. And it's the most iconic comic strip of him just looking down as he holds the shield, I think, and then like Captain America just sitting there. It's the best thing ever in cinema.
Iron Man. You know who would have been a better person to be on this list?
Oh.
And I think he slept on his character development. Hulk.
Hulk
would have been a badass.
I thought you were gonna say Kratos.
Kratos too.
Yeah. I was like,
but even like what I mean by like Hulk is you get to see him grow with Hulk and work on being not just like fighting against Hulk when he changes, but being Hulk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he actually embraces it and Hulk embraces him and they work together.
This one can personally go tough. Either way. Yeah. Now, it depends what you want to say.
I mean, both of them lose a significant factor in their life.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Parents. Yeah. Spider-Man loses Uncle Ben and Aunt May at some point.
Yeah. Gwen Stacy
as well. Batman also loses.
Wait. Actually, I'll let you finish.
Batman loses Talia al Ghul. He loses Alfred at some point. He loses Jason Todd. At some points, if you go back...
Actually, that's a good one, yeah.
In Injustice, he loses Nightwing, because Damian kills Nightwing.
Mm-hmm.
He loses Superman, because Superman turns on him and goes to the dark side of being a superhero. And then, essentially, if you look at it like this, because Joker needs Batman, Batman needs Joker, he loses Joker at some point.
Such a, like, weird ass...
Yeah. Without Joker, there's no Batman, and it's often... pointed out in comic books, they say if there's a world without Joker in it, Batman doesn't exist.
I never get that though. I get it in a comics perspective, but like it's just like, bro, you have many villains and shit. But
I don't like that one all that much personally. I like it when I don't know. I don't like it when people say that.
What I was gonna say is that not only Spider-Man has character development with people that he has to work with, regardless if he wants to or not. Daredevil, Moon Knight, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Shang-Chi, Iron Man, Captain, the Avengers. You know, he's
Yeah.
worked with all these
I
people,
won't count
and
the
each
Avengers
time.
only because he doesn't want to be Avenger.
Yeah,
He
but
often states that.
But remember how like he wanted to though. That's the thing. He
Yeah.
did want to.
That's in the MCU. That's in the MCU.
I thought it was in the comics
In
too.
actual comic books, Spider-Man doesn't like teams, and he, if you play like Midnight Suns, which is really comic book accurate, he often says that in Midnight Suns. He's like, I'm not much of a teams guy.
I thought it was in the early like Spider-Man when he knew the Avengers were a team and stuff. I thought he wanted to work with them, but like then he finally got to, and they were like, "Oh, you'd be cool for."
There's tons of different iterations, so that could be something that happens. But
Probably.
but also, I was gonna make a fucking notable point because there was something that he said.
Oh, and also I was gonna go ahead.
Sorry.
Before you forget. Go ahead.
Too many hits to the head. When it comes to like fuck, I forgot it again, see?
Oh, bro, that's crazy.
When it comes to Spider-Man, like Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
He teams up with the Fantastic Four. I feel like that's one of his moments where he's like, okay, I'm not really a team guy, because when it comes to him and Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, had a very big issue, and I was reading it in one of the comic books. I believe it was something to do with Venom in some sorts. But the Human Torch is coming to visit him and is like, well, what the fuck? Where have you been? And Spider-Man's like, well, after Reed didn't let me do this because it would have saved the world, I decided I'm not working with you guys anymore.
And I think that still counts as character development in a way, only because of the fact that, like, you know, he has to choose between, but it's like, oh, this is not, even though I'm with y'all and we're trying to do whatever, it's not going to change me as my person.
This is one of those moments, I think, where we need to flip or 1 through 5 on this one, because I don't think...
Yeah, no, for sure. I also, though, wanted to say, each one of Spider-Man's villains are people that he knows in some sort of shape, way, or form, and he has to deal with fighting the people he used to love. I would say that, and I think that is a big thing. With
like when you're talking about like Doc Ock, Green Goblin,
Lizard,
Hobgoblin, being Ned.
He had to understand Craven's the last hunt or whatever. Like he had to learn like what was actually going on with all that.
Development with Miles.
His character development with Miles. Gwen. Oh, when he actually saw Gwen from another universe.
Spider-Man through, I'm perfectly okay with that, because there is moments, but I still
honestly, this is like this can literally go anyway.
I feel in my heart of hearts that it would be Batman, because there's more. Spider-Man has a lot. This is like one of those things where it's not necessarily marginal for Spider-Man, but it's like the Tom and Thanos one, where it's like Spider-Man has probably a lot more moments like that, but Batman has more higher tier moments where it's showing his true character development. Spider-Man has, don't get me wrong, when I say it's not as high, I'm not saying it's Batman's as far up. I'm saying it's probably like neck and neck, just with like a slight 10% edge for Batman. Because Batman's moments are more notable, right? Like, for instance, his parents dying are literally fundamentally wrapped around his character development. It turned him into...
Hey, Ben, don't sleep on Ben.
I'm not sleeping on
Ben. I was like, great power comes with great responsibility. What you mean?
Spider-Man essentially didn't...
He always has. Yeah, you can't say that.
No. I'm saying I never got to finish what I was saying. I paused because I was thinking. Spider-Man wasn't necessarily really like doing the superhero stuff when Ben died. He more or less like was motivated to do it because Ben died, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Batman also was motivated, but his whole character drew a dark cloud from that moment, right? Spider-Man, it almost seems like to me Spider-Man was going to be Spider-Man no matter what, even if there was an Uncle Ben. And there is points where, like Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, for instance, right? The show.
Yeah, but he's also has to be reminded that same quote all the time. So I also don't think that is the case. Like for example, Miles Morales, the animated movies and stuff, he had to be reminded by each one of those Spider-Man, like oh yeah, Uncle Ben said that like every single time, and he was like, dang, like y'all all got this great power
Yeah.
comes great responsibility, and his dad even said it to him.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, that's
if you
big.
want to push Spider-Man through, I'm fine with it. You can push Spider-Man through.
Honestly, I think what it comes down to is that, to me, I think they're literally just neck and neck.
I personally like the darker side of Batman's
Whole thing.
Yeah, but if you want to push Spider-Man through, I feel like it's, like I said, I feel like there's that 10% edge, but if you want to say that it's 50-50, I won't argue with it. I think that you have every good point to prove with Spider-Man just as much as I have every good point to prove with Batman.
Damn.
And these are two characters that have character development in its entirety.
I low-key want to stop it right here just so we can finish on this. Because no, I truly think that both of them are like neck and neck.
I wouldn't finish it here because I want, like I said,
because we have one more.
Yeah, we could do. Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah, we do
We're
have
like
one more
right there.
Okay, I'm doing heads, tails. All right. Hey Siri, flip a coin. Hey Siri, flip a coin. Goddamn. Heads. Okay. It could have literally went anyway, you guys, because they're both neck and neck.
Vegeta versus Piccolo, but that one's still good.
That one's good, but it's like we just got done listening.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yo.
I personally think. Okay, so it's Nightwing versus Superman. I personally think that there is more character development behind Nightwing, if that makes sense. Superman, almost in its entirety, even when he turns evil, encompasses hope still. You get what I'm saying? Whether it's the hope of getting rid, like,
honestly,
it's a hope of having a superhero that's gonna do what others aren't doing, like Injustice, right? When he turns evil, he does what he does because Batman is so consistently trying to keep these people alive. Superman is like, finally, I'm gonna be the hope, the symbol of hope that I think this world needs, and it's killing off these super bads.
I was gonna say Nightwing anyway.
I'm okay with that. I thought you were gonna advocate for Superman.
Nah,
that's why I was giving a spiel for that.
I'm like, to me, it's just like
there's just more character development.
I'm like, yes, it's more. Well, besides, like, you know, him having to like an Injustice, you know, he kills whoever or whatever. It's just like, besides that, he doesn't try to kill at all.
Like Superman,
and then like when he had to defeat Doomsday.
Yeah.
There's that.
Yeah.
And then him coming back and all that stuff, and just, you know, just more.
Like Superman has that power scale that I talk about with the character development, because like I said, he has to learn how to use his superpowers when he gets to Earth.
Ooh, a good one. Lois Lane, with him having to make sure she's okay, and then like being Superman, and he wants to give it up, but she's like, no, you can't do that because otherwise you have to save people. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's kind of cool too.
I would still say Nightwing.
Yeah, I'll say Nightwing though. Before we get into this last one, I am saying Nightwing though, only because of the fact that he had to go through the trauma of his parents dying, and then like who did it and all that. Batman
handled it.
Yeah, Batman really gives him another way to like try to do all that stuff, but in certain ways, and however you want to think about it, sometimes he's like, I don't want to be you though, Batman. I want to be somebody else. I want to be my own self. And so he does all that, and then he has people like the Teen Titans and Young Justice, and also just more above that that help him.
To touch on the topic of Nightwing too, what you said there, he also like that moment is paid homage to when he meets with Superman.
Yeah,
and he's like, "Hey, I'm taking your advice. I'm becoming my own superhero, and I need your help with this." And Superman guides him.
So that's the only reason why I would choose that.
There's character development there for that too. This one's tough. It's Iron Man versus Spider-Man. I personally don't know where to go with this one. This one, I don't know how to choose for this one, because Iron Man has entirely got, in my opinion, like I said, I don't know if this is just MCU or what, but the character development of rich, cocky prick Iron Man turns into sincere, caring about. I mean, he's always cared about the world.
It's like, think about it like that, but think about it as in like the comics are way better. Like, and when it comes to character development, it's way better.
Yeah.
So I personally would just say Iron Man. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
Spider-Man is there too. Like, honestly, I'll in this so far, I'll get to it later. But it's Iron Man. Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
we still got more.
Oh, we have.
Fuck. We got. This is the last one. Oh no.
No, I think it's one
gonna
more.
Be between one of. It's gonna be between Iron Man and one of these two.
Yeah.
This one's tough. I feel like Vegeta changes, but he stays in that change for far longer. Nightwing goes through multiple different changes, like, consistently, right? That's where I'm at with it.
Where I'm at with it, because I'm gonna put out some points. I might go for Vegeta, because I'm thinking about all his things. First of all, he had to, grow up being a slave anyways to Frieza out of all people, mind you. He has this big hatred for Frieza. Goku kills Frieza before he can. He's already mad about that. Mind you, this is this is even like adding on to more of the things that
real quick to touch on what you said real quick.
What, Frieza?
With the killing Frieza thing. He wasn't necessarily mad that Goku killed Frieza because Frieza technically killed Vegeta. And while Vegeta's lying on the ground, he looks up at Goku and tells him, "You need to kill Frieza for the Super Saiyan race. And make him pay for what he's done to us." So he was happy for Goku.
Yeah, but what I mean is like in the beginning of the Android saga, that's when he's all like I can't believe he beat Frieza or got more powerful than me to beat Frieza than I can. You know what I mean? So that's why I was just like, that sucks. That is a good one though.
Necessarily for that reason, but I know that it was. You're right when it comes to him being pissed because
that's what I mean. Yeah,
he doesn't like Goku having that leg up on him.
Yes, that's what I mean though. Yeah. That also the fact that Vegeta has what's it called? Remember, obviously, like as you know, he's been becoming all good and this, that, whatever. Also, I want to say during this time, Bulma and all that stuff, Majin. Yeah. That's when he knows Majin. He's like, forget all these people. That is such a good back and forth and stuff.
You can even take when they're first trying to become Super Saiyan gods.
Yeah.
When he gets into a fight with Beerus, he's like, I get goosebumps every time I talk about this. It's when they're all having the party and Vegeta's told you need to keep Beerus at bay. And Vegeta's like, fuck, how do I do this? So finally, here comes Bulma, gives him a shit pudding or whatever it was, and then he gets mad and he swats.
And he said,
"Not my Bulma!"
Clean. So clean.
And he goes
crazy. And Beerus literally just like deals with it. Yeah. That's the best part. I love how at least to me, he respected Vegeta in so many ways though. Yeah. And then it was like, yo, like he didn't care if you was a god or what.
This one's marginal. I'll bring this one up too. There's a scene where Vegeta's overdoing it and fighting, and Vegeta's Bulma's down at the bottom, and she's like, Vegeta, if you don't stop, no more baths. We take no more baths together. And he's like,
well, now I got it. Yeah.
He's like, he locks in. That shows a character development on how one person changes his whole factor.
Wasn't that during the Universe 7 versus Universe 6 when he's versing I forgot his name, but yeah.
I think it's that.
Yeah.
But that one scene like shows how much Bulma has Vegeta wrapped around.
Locked.
Yeah.
Locked.
So if I it's hard for this one because they both have very significant points in time. Like, you can even bring up when he does get the Mark of Majin, right? And then he tells Goku, he's like, I did this on purpose. This doesn't control me. He's like, this doesn't control me.
Bro,
I did this to beat you.
Yeah.
I tricked them into giving me the Mark of Majin, knowing that my mind is stronger than them controlling me.
I'm not gonna lie, the more you're talking about, the more I remember stuff, I might have to give it to Vegeta for this one thing. This is the biggest thing. Mm-hmm. Where he has the Majin thing and he's trying to take out Boo.
Yeah.
And he says, made a whole speech.
Yeah.
Son.
I love you.
Yeah, I love you. But yeah, out here. And then he goes, I think he tells Piccolo maybe? He's like, Piccolo.
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
Yeah, and he does it to both Goten and
the Goten and Trunks. And then he goes, I gotta do it. No,
Yeah.
that shit
And
hard.
he
That
tells,
shit
he tells
hard.
Goten, he's like, take care
Yeah.
of my son.
Man, I
Mhm.
think that is probably one of the
Yeah.
best scenes, and that
Yeah.
I would say for me it's Vegeta. Do you still
Yeah.
go Nightwing?
No, I'm gonna go. I said I would go Vegeta.
Oh, okay.
Vegeta also, I'm gonna point this one out for
Mhm.
an honorable mention. When Vegeta's showing Goku just how serious he is,
Oh
and
yeah.
he goes, and he points to the crowd when he gets the Mark of Majin, and he's like, "You think I won't do it?" Wham!
Yeah,
Shoots
yeah.
his fucking ki blast out of his hand and kills like half the people in the audience.
Another thing I like. Actually, I'll just save it. I'll just save it for the next one because we're running out of.
Yeah.
We're probably running out of things. Okay. Vegeta for that one. Now Iron Man versus Vegeta.
Uh-huh.
Not gonna lie, Vegeta might win this one.
I think so.
Not gonna
I
lie.
think so, too. I was
Be-
just thinking that.
the thing I was gonna mention is when, if you remember the movie with, I think it's a movie. Is it a movie or
Which one?
I
What are you
forgot.
talking about? Explain.
the one?
the
The
second.
one, yeah, it's a movie. The one where Golden Frieza comes back, right?
Yes. Resurrection. of-
Yeah, yes, yes, it is. So it's that, and when he's like, "Nah, I got this." Remember they like rock paper scissors
Yeah.
or something, and he's like, "Yes, it's me this
Oh,
time."
yeah.
Right? He goes at it. He goes straight to Golden Frieza or whatever, and he's like, "Bah, bah, bah." He's beating the hell out of Frieza,
Yeah.
right? He's winning all this stuff. The thing is that he's playing with Frieza.
Yeah.
Frieza sits there and he's like, "If I'm gonna die, everyone is
Yeah.
gonna die with me." Blows up the whole earth, everybody on it, right? Whis stops time, brings Goku, and it's like,
But Goku
"You."
Goku also was playing with him.
Yeah,
Goku
yeah,
was
no,
also
no,
playing.
yeah, and he was like, "You're gonna have to end this,"
So
you know.
that was
And
a lesson for both Vegeta and Goku.
I love it. I love that one. And then he's like, "Damn it!" And then I think Goku just literally goes straight at Frieza, and he like ends it hella quick or whatever. It was so good.
So it was when it's a moment when Vegeta is over Frieza.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
getting
He
ready
put
to
the
blast
5.
him,
Yeah, and then he's
And
like,
then Goku's like, "Shit, now!" and jumps in. I think he instant transmissions in.
I
and then
think so,
he
maybe.
Kamehamehas him and kills him. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Because he was
That's-
gonna sit there. Ah,
But
that
then-
was the
but
best
hold
one.
on, don't click because
Yeah,
we're
I'm
going to
not,
talk
I'm
about
not.
Iron Man. Iron Man has that same type of character development, sort of in a way, as Vegeta when it comes to Civil War, MCU Civil War. Sorry, when he finds out Bucky killed his parents, he goes against the grain, kind of on that superhero shit, and kind of wants to kill Bucky.
He kind of always does. Only because he has made bombs and stuff for
Yeah.
the government, or like not even government, sorry, other people, and he just sold it
sells
to
it.
them. So, like I said, I think I'm like, is that his like
But that's
alternate
something-
side?
but that's something that he also changes.
Yeah,
He
true,
does
true,
change that,
true.
So there's character development there as well.
But is it better and bigger
Yeah.
than Vegeta?
I will say the one thing that is there's two things that are bigger and better than Vegeta.
Oh, what do you think?
With Iron Man, and that's when
Oh.
he sacrifices himself the two times, where he's like he proves Cap wrong in saying you're nothing without your suit. You wouldn't lie on a live grenade, or you wouldn't cut the wire or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Or no, he's like you wouldn't lie on a live grenade, and he's like, no, you're right. I would just cut the wire.
Yeah.
Like what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
that was funny. That was
Yeah.
funny. I'm not gonna lie.
So and then he goes up into space and he proves Cap wrong by like, look, now I'm flying this bomb up to space and I'm gonna kill myself to save humanity as a whole. And then there's the I am Iron Man snap. That sent ripples through the fabric of time for so many people. The fact that Iron Man could you have guessed that Iron Man was gonna die?
If we're being honest though,
Could you have guessed that though?
guess?
Could you have guessed that Iron Man was going to die at the end of Endgame? I couldn't.
Kinda,
I'm going
yeah.
to tell you why. Because he already had a moment where he almost died in the beginning of Endgame.
Only because of the fact that he told him those specifically. Doctor Strange told him specifically that is only
There's
one thing.
only
That's the
one
only thing. Yeah.
Personally, the way I took that is I guess yeah, but personally the way I took that is there's going to be some sort of hardship that Iron Man had to deal with to get past that. You know what I mean? When
I
first
know
was
what you mean.
When I first heard that, I was like, okay. Or I thought Iron Man was going to prove him wrong with science and be like, I can make this happen just by being a brilliant mind and change what you think is going to happen. I can create my own future essentially. and
Also
not go
because
against it.
it started with him, so it had to end with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
I do still think that Vegeta has just bigger and better moments, though.
Yeah.
That's why.
yeah, no, I'm fine with
Like
Vegeta
oh,
getting
that's
more.
what I was gonna say. What the difference between Iron Man and Vegeta is that Iron Man, yes, he has character development. Vegeta is the his whole character is based off just character development in general. You know what I mean? Like that is if character development had a face, it would probably be Vegeta. Not gonna lie.
Probably. Yeah. There are other people that I could put in his place, but
I can't
He
personally
has-
for me. I can't think of
he has
anybody
a
right now.
more- He has a more notable. His highs are higher than a lot of other people.
Yeah, there we go. That's
when
what it
comes
is.
to
Yeah.
Character development. So
I was
it's hard for this one though, because Iron Man does prove time and time again that there are moments where he has better characteristics and better character development, but Vegeta just has so long within his show, within the show, and I
Everything.
think in one of the movies, technically, I'm not counting GT. Like I said, GT's ass,
Oh, I know what you mean.
but he
Probably in
has-
other movies too. We just can't remember.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest with you.
But Vegeta probably has more moments. So because he's longevity versus. Well, I guess no, because Iron Man
And
came out.
no, Iron Man came out first, but
Yeah.
it's like his is not really too big. It's just like, oh, okay, like, all right, that's good. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, okay, all right. But like, he has just more like for his character, like pride. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's pretty big. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, I'm fine with it. Vegeta wins.
So Iron Man versus Vegeta,
Give
Vegeta
us-
wins.
Yes, give us your guys' opinion on who you
Yeah,
think.
go ahead, close out.
Yeah, give us your guys' opinion on who you think should have made it ahead. Who do you think had more characteristics? And laugh at our argument.
Let me tell y'all, that shit was so long.
Yeah, but
And
it's
just so y'all know, we were supposed to be done, but then we just decided like continue, like that.
Yeah,
continue. We had
because
a
we ended
whole
up
talk.
we ended up finding the indifference in what we were talking about and figuring it
Yeah.
out, which is good. Not a lot of people. When people do this, I would like to say this: when people do this, they think it's gonna be easy, like doing podcasts and stuff. It's not, because you're not always gonna agree on every detail. It's gonna be like a lot of the time you guys are probably gonna disagree, if not most of the time.
Yeah.
And a lot of people handle it differently. Right here, what we just had, a lot of people just give up because of an argument like that. Kratos was in there.
I know. And then Hulk was in there.
If Darth Vader was in this, I'm sorry, Darth Vader would have won.
Luffy would have lost. What the fuck? Oh,
Darth Vader would have won, in my opinion, still. Yeah, no.
to me, Kratos would have won.
That's
Nah,
fine.
actually, nah.
No,
I'm not
Darth
gonna
Vader,
lie.
but we get a lot more time with Kratos, but we get more meaningful moments from Darth Vader. But back to what I was saying. A lot of people think this podcasting stuff's easy. Like I said, you're gonna find that it's really not. There's gonna be a lot of indifferences on opinions. Like, I'm sure we would have probably had 3 or 4 more arguments if another character would have popped up on the screen other than Goku and
I'm trying to think. that's
Michelangelo.
why. My bad. Yeah.
So if you guys think it's easy, or if you think, oh, you guys ain't gonna last that long, if you guys can't figure out how to handle your guys' disagreements, I want to see you guys do this, because it's not easy at all.
Yeah. And all in all, we're just having fun with this.
Yeah, maybe
Like-
not through that last bit, but that last bit, even then, it was still kind of fun being
Yeah,
able
it's
to debate back and forth.
still fun to go
and then,
back and forth.
and then
regardless.
we got to air out some of the issues we had, also, which
the
is
best part.
which is healthy. Yeah, which is healthy, because most people don't even do that. Most people will just sit here and argue, and then their podcast would end based off of having only fucking 5 episodes.
Nah, right. Dang, they had some good characters in here, though.
Transformers.
I just wish there was more characters I knew about.
I don't think you can really.
Frieza Loki would have been a good one
Yes.
only because of that
Yes.
one moment. with,
Personally, I think he would have made it close to the end.
Yeah, that's what I'm
alongside
saying.
Vegeta.
Yeah, for sure. But anyways,
That's
this
all she
is
wrote. I'm
Dem
tired.
Takes Podcast.
Yeah.
Go ahead and follow, like, share, whatever. Clip it. Matter of fact, you can clip it. We don't care.
Yeah.
It gives us views, please. Matter of fact, I'll clip it. But go ahead and just like, follow all that stuff, all that good things. Go ahead and follow us on Dem Takes Podcast on everything.
I'm gonna quote somebody here.
And
Stay
for-
dirty.
Further ado, what the fuck is that from?
It's a Instagrammer. He
That's
posts.
crazy.
Yeah.
Further ado,
Stay dirty, dirtbags.
we'll see y'all next time.
Dude.